Direct Golf TV, dedicated to improving your game.
Welcome to Direct Golf TV. Now, when I'm teaching and playing a lot, I see a lot of guys using the wrong ball for them. So when I look in the bag, there's lots of different types in there, so it's very difficult to get a consistent flight. So to improve your game, it's so important to make sure that you get fitted for the ball that suits your swing speed. So I'm here to set the Bridgestone ball fitting challenge. Now I'm here with Joe, who's a ball fitting technician from Bridgestone, and he's going to give us an idea of how this process works. So what do we have to do first then, Joe?
Well, basically, Tom, we take your current golf ball that you're playing at the moment, and we get you to hit four or five shots. And basically what we're looking for, different golf balls have different compressions.
Sure.
You know, you ask people, why do you play that golf ball? Most people say because it feels soft around the greens. You know, a typical tour golf ball has that soft urethane cover, but high compression. The actual core is quite firm. So when you hit the ball with a driver, it's all about compressing that golf ball.
Yeah.
The more you compress the golf ball, the more energy you get into the centre, the further the golf ball is going to travel. And also, the longer that ball stays on the face, the harder it is for the ball to move across the face. You know, if you're using a ball which is too high in compression, it's going to create too much side spin, too much back spin. That's going to hurt direction and distance.
Sure, sure. So I would normally use a Pro V1X. Yeah. So I've got to hit 4 or 5 shots with that, get the readings from that, and we go from there.
Yeah, the Pro V1X is a tour level golf ball. It's designed for fast club head speeds. Your average club golfer, the test and figures we've got, you know, 70% of golfers swing the club below 105 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So they're not able to compress that golf ball.
Sure, okay, perfect. So I'll hit 4 or 5 shots with it, see what the readings we get from it, and we'll see if Joe can beat it. So then, Joe, give us an idea of the readings then.
Right, Tom, so if you just come around and take a seat, Tom, and I'll just talk you through those 5 shots you've just hit.
Yeah.
Right, so basically here we've got your averages across the top, and we've got your individual shots underneath.
Yes.
Now, if we're looking at the main weakness in your ball flight, it's that you create too much backspin. So on certain shots, you're able to compress that golf ball, and you can see on your longest shot, 267, you can see your spin rate is fairly low there at 2,700. Ideally, for your club head speed, you're averaging 112 miles an hour. For that club head speed, to maximise your distance, we need a spin rate of 2,200.
Yeah.
That's going to give you a much more penetrating ball flight.
Yeah.
When that ball overspins, it climbs and it's coming into the ground too steeply. Imagine you're throwing a javelin. At the moment you're throwing it a little bit too high.
Yeah.
We reduce that backspin, it gives you a much more penetrating ball flight, you're going to hit it further.
Yeah.
You know, you're fairly straight off the tee. You can see that there you've only leaked the one shot that's just caught the semi-rough.
Yes.
But I'll just show you those shots on the screen so you can see them.
Yeah.
You can see just slightly too much side spin on the golf ball, and the ball flight is consistent, but you can just see there how it's climbing too high, coming to the ground too steeply. If we can reduce that backspin, it's going to give you a much more penetrating ball flight.
Yeah.
So the best ball for you, you know, we've got 4 tour golf balls, but we've got 2 designed for your club head speed above that 105 mark. You know, you're using the Pro V1X, so you like that firmer feel around the green. Yeah. So we're going to go for the 330.
Yeah.
You know, this golf ball is slightly easier to compress, and that's how we're going to reduce that backspin.
Okay.
So the ball's going to stay on the club face for longer.
Yes.
So, same again, just keep that black line just on the top there.
Yeah.
And we'll just get 4 or 5 shots recorded.
Okay. So Joe, the challenge for you guys was to lower my backspin, help me to hit it straight. Have you done that?
Yeah, you know, we've got the 5 shots recorded with the 330 there. And if you look before, the weakness in your ball flight was that you're creating too much backspin. You were averaging 2,700. We are hitting the 330, we've brought your backspin down now to 2,500. You know, less backspin has increased your distance. You can see now your distance is up to 266 from 261. You know, because you're compressing that golf ball better, you're getting more energy into the centre, and that's increased your overall ball speed. You're now averaging 153 against 151. And certainly you're going to see a bigger difference between those 2 golf balls hitting shots into the wind, because that lower spinning ball is obviously going to fly through the wind a lot better.
Perfect. So for me, obviously we've beaten it slightly. Your average handicap golfer, this is essential, isn't it, really? Yeah,
you know, the stats we collect from our ball fitting events is that 70% of golfers we fit, their club head speed is below 105, but 53% of them want to use a tour golf ball. You know, so there's a big mismatch there. They've got the ball, you know, that they like around the green, but they're not swinging fast enough to compress that tour golf ball, and that's going to create too much backspin, too much side spin. It's going to hurt distance and direction.
Yeah. perfect. So it's essential to get fitted. I took the challenge, the guys beat my golf ball, which is great. So get into stores, take the challenge and see how those guys can beat it. It's essential for you to be able to lower your scores to get the ball that fits you.
Shopping with Direct Golf UK couldn't be easier. Simply visit www.direct-golf.co.uk, speak with one of our professional golf advisors on free phone 08000 139 139, or visit one of our great stores nationwide.